put all this together. Right. Absolutely.
And that it actually plays so well, and it's the whole package, and it's so much more than the sum of its parts. It's quite something.
Absolutely.
It's quite magical. And as someone who's actually looked at his code working on the randomizer now, it's just amazing to see someone who actually gets it and built something like that's meant to be broken, but
Level.
actually works the way he intended. You know what I mean?
Oh.
The drone swap movement is what makes all of this possible. That was technically an exploit, but you left it in for us, and for that we thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the drone swaps movement is it doesn't deter the experience of the casual player. Most speedrunners are able to use it, and it doesn't break the game. So if it doesn't break the game for casual players and speedrunners can use it, it's actually beneficial without being completely game breaking. Then why fix something that could actually be useful? And I've read about this somewhere. A lot of people call it a Trojan gameplay, whereas people are using just regular concealed game and using
Hey.
completely new ways that weren't even foreseen by the creators, which makes it, it actually extends
The hell?
the richness of the game. So
No,
I read
it's.
a lot of that in the nicer version.
So we're doing a little bit of
No. Alright, well, that's at least suited. Oh. Wait on everybody.
Yo,
Yo.
Street Profits just won the world title, tag team titles.
Well, kind of figured that. It was in New York, and it was the last of the. It was their last chance. I kind of figured they were winning it.
Yeah, they just was. Kevin Owens stunned Rollins, and AOP went after him, and so yeah, they were. Yeah, well, they deserved it. They did put on a hell of a match. That was one of the few matches at the Showdown that I actually thought was pretty good. They're a good team, I swear. But Montez Ford, oh, I can't put him over enough. That kid is amazing. But where's Chris?
I don't know.
Well, we're starting, because I don't, like I said, we're gonna start. Let's just start.
Alright, well, I gotta get the photos still up. I'm just calling everybody to get everything ready.
I know. I'm here, so it's all good. How was the first day anyway?
It was training.
Why? What they have you doing?
Sales.
That's easy. Are we live yet or no?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we
Dude,
were live yet.
I jumped. The minute I jumped on, I went live.
Oh, cool.
I'm just uploading all the photos.
Yeah, like I said, I put them in. I sent it to you in order of what they were during the show. So, like I said, I watched that whole Abomination, and it was terrible. I thought.
The only thing I did not watch was the pre-show.
Oh, I saw that. That was the OC won that. So,
Yeah,
but
that's.
no, and remember what I said about I was going to have a gripe. Well, I got a gripe about that Brock Lesnar match. I got a gripe, big time gripe.
It was. We'll get into it.
Oh, trust me, I'm going to rant. I'm going to rant a mania on that, all over that.
Uh, it was what it was. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, well, when we get to it, then I'll say my piece then. I just was watching all day. I was catching up on The Ranch. I got like 3 episodes left in the show.
Oh, okay.
And it's like they went way too serious with that show towards the end. But we'll see. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to end. But like I said, I got 3 more episodes to go.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
What's the matter now?
No, some shit happened, so now I'm taking my sweet freaking time trying to get all the Super Showdown stuff to load over.
Oh. So Wednesday, what time are we starting on Wednesday? So I know, so I'll be ready. Because if we're not going to be doing it until like this time again, I'll at least be ready, and then I can, work out some stuff.
Yeah, it's probably going to be around this time.
Okay, then that's good. Okay, then I can plan my stuff out accordingly. Because Alicia usually calls me early because she knows I'm going to be doing it. But I'm going to be like, look, if we're not doing it until like 8:30, I can call her at 8 o'clock like I normally do. So that's all good. Oh, you would find this funny, and then I guess who's ever listening will find this funny. Those scam callers. Oh, I let one have it today.
Oh, really?
I told him I said, you know what? I was in a bad mood. I was in a bad mood today. Yeah, I'm not going to get into why, but the fact that one of them tried to saying my Apple computer is is under attack, and I know I don't own a fucking Apple computer, so I know it's bullshit. I just went off on him, and I go, "Does your mom know you fuck dildos at work or something?" And I just started laying into the guy, and he goes, "How can you talk to me like that?" And I'm like, "Well, your mom told me last night." And he just said, "F you," and he hung up on me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sick and tired of getting that call saying, "Oh, guess what? Your PSE&G is going to be shut off in 30 minutes if you don't pay the bill."
Well,
That
first
one
off,
sucks.
I was going to say, they never give you only 30 minutes. They give you a week.
I know, but
They give you a week.
no, but I'm saying I know they're bullshit calls. That's why I don't bother with them. But whatever, it was what it was. They're full of shit and they know it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they give you a week, but they never give you a day.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
No.
Hi.
All right, I guess I totally missed the call.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know when you started.
No, well, I just went live just so we go live. What the fuck? The Mansoor one's not going through.
How is that one not going through?
Because it's Mansoor.
You know why? Because we're not in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Out of all pictures to not go, that one chooses that one.
Yeah. Well, seems like it's having issues right now. That could be why. Maybe you.
What?
No, it's. I accidentally hit the wrong button on Facebook, and Facebook's now starting to, acting like a bitch.
Chris, are you watching Raw? You see who lost?
Yes, the Monday Night Moron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really big on the Street Profits being tag team champions, though.
I actually like the Street Profits. I'm very high on them right now. They're when we get into the show, when we get into talking about it, that was one of the few matches during the show I actually kind of liked. The rest of the matches were horseshit. Like the New Blood Money Rising.
Ah.
And I planned on ranting during one of the matches, but then that's beside the point. But we will get to that match when we get to it.
All right. Well, we have the opening. What is it called? We have the first 5 matches, so I just gotta upload all the stuff. I just didn't want lag to go in after the Mansoor and shit because I'm Mansoor and shit like that.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the Saudi government to try to give him a title.
Hey, Dale. Dale's here.
I can't wait for the Saudi government to try to give Mansoor a title, because you know it's coming.
Dude,
Well, he's in NXT. He's in NXT right now, so.
but they never book him.
You know why they never book him? Because he sucks. Nobody gives a shit. He's so vanilla.
Oh, here comes the guy that got buried at Super Showdown.
He didn't get buried.
Oh, trust me. Wait till we go. Wait till we
He
get to
didn't-
that.
See,
Oh,
everybody,
my
oh,
God.
we got buried. Dude. First off, it's a Saudi show. So for you to think anything really of any relevance really happened at a Saudi show, like, come on.
Why do you think we call it New Blood Money Rising? To them, they want 80s. They want it to be like the freaking 80s.
They wanted Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan in a match, okay?
Yeah, they wanted Ultimate Warrior when he was dead.
They also wanted Yokozuna too, but
When he was dead. So there you go. Exactly why would you think that oh shit, did I hit okay. Why would you think that they would put
They want their
Ricochet over?
80s nepotism wrestler with creator wrestler tights. Because Mansoor has complete, like, shitty creator wrestler tights.
so now they're doing the 20. Now the 24/7 title is basically a title that's defended during the show. It's not running around like a lunatic anymore.
No, it is.
Well, because R-Truth doesn't have it.
Yeah, wait till Truth owns that title, then it'll
Then it'll be back to wild and funny.
and it needs to be completely honest.
Yeah, because this is
Who the
just
hell is
like,
this-
who gives a shit?
Who the hell is this guy that has the title?
The lineman.
Mojo's lineman.
Oh,
Yes.
Mojo Rawley's lineman, who basically stole it out from Mojo.
Yes, you heard us correctly there.
Yeah, so Ricochet will win the title, and he'll be the 24/7 champ. Or something. Unless Brock Lesnar... Well, first off, to even think that Ricochet was going to give Brock Lesnar a freaking, like, match, you got to be freaking high. And to think that Brock Lesnar would actually work a full, like a ridiculous, like, full 20-minute match in Saudi Arabia, you really got to be fucking high.
Be higher than Jeff Hardy on Stomas.
oh Lord, really? You went there?
Well, that's what. That's what they do. That's what WWE does. Like, they'll give like the nepotism spot with Mansoor, and it's like,
that is what I do.
God.
dude, and his creator wrestler tights are not even WWE 2K20. They're not even like SmackDown Here Brings of Pain tights.
They're No Mercy.
They're like the old. Yeah, they're like old No Mercy tights.
What is this guy wearing sneakers in the ring? He's
Yeah.
wearing a pair of sneakers?
Yeah, he's his lineman. What do you expect?
They're wrestling shoes.
They look like fucking sneakers.
Yeah, but they're like amateur wrestling shoes.
Yeah.
Which amateur wrestling shoes look like sneakers.
Yep. By the
But
way,
you don't notice that most of the wrestlers wear amateur wrestling shoes because they always wear kick pads over top of them.
By the way, did you anyone see Kurt Angle's Instagram the other day?
Milk,
Alicia
baby,
shared it
milk.
on. Alicia shared it on my page. I saw it with him
Oh.
cutting the scissors, the spaghetti with the scissors.
So my favorite line in that, Chris, is he cuts scissors. He takes scissors and starts cutting spaghetti with it, and his wife literally goes, "Really, you lazy son of a bitch!" And you hear Kurt go, "Lazy? I wrestled in the I'm a gold freaking medalist and one with a broken freaking neck." Without missing a beat, his wife turns around and goes, "If you pull that gold medal crap, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you."
I gotta say that was funny.
He's cutting spaghetti with scissors.
because it's a meme
Chris,
that
if you go to
happened.
my, Chris, if you go to my Facebook page, it's on my Facebook page.
It's a
Like,
meme that happened, but just the fact that she turned around and goes, "If you pull this gold medal crap again, I'm gonna kick your ass."
Let me see. I'll see if I can share it to you.
Oh, it was freaking great because his wife just said, "I don't give two fucks. No, we ain't playing this game right now. No." And he just starts
Well, I
crying.
saw one thing where Kurt Angle was drinking milk still.
Yeah, that was the thing where he was eating spaghetti with fork, but cutting it with scissors.
Oh
It
God.
was that, and yeah, he goes, lazy. I want a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. If you pull that broken freaking neck card one more time, I'm gonna beat your ass.
The gold medal card. I'll beat your
I
ass.
Chris, I just sent it to your page.
All right.
I just
Oh.
shared
Good
it to your
old
page.
Who was it? Karen Angle.
No,
No, it's his new wife.
new wife.
Oh,
Karen,
his new wife.
Yeah,
All
Karen. Now it's Karen Jarrett. Remember that?
Are you
Yeah.
able to, did you get it? Did you get it or no?
I'm looking. Hold on. Come on. I got missed call from Ronnie and nothing else.
Did you send it? You sent it to Facebook, didn't you?
I sent it on Facebook. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Facebook. I didn't send it through
Of course.
because I don't have it saved on my computer, so I can't send it to you on through Skype because I don't have it.
Chris, guess what? We're getting no boxing on on the 18th of July.
Wait, what?
We're getting no boxing on the 18th of July because Wilder can't box.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Unless he can actually learn how to fight someone going forward, I don't even give a shit about that card. I don't even give a shit about that fucking card. Unless he learns how to fight someone moving forward, I could give a fuck less.
That's the greatest fucking line. He needs to learn how to fight someone going forward. How the fuck is that even humanly possible?
It's day one boxing, okay?
All right, let's get
But
this
the
started.
funniest thing
Let's
the
go
funniest thing from UFC is I've never seen a guy actually literally get punched in the mouth. Thank you, Joe Benavidez. He literally got punched in the mouth.
I know, I saw that.
Like usually someone, I get punched in the mouth. They never get punched in the mouth. They get punched in the nose,
On the
punched in the
side of the
cheek,
head, he got punched.
punched in the chin.
Yeah.
No, he got punched directly in the two front teeth. Just
All
like
right.
bam.
All right. Let's go from real fighting to talk about fake fighting.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll start this one off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From Real to Heel. On today's episode, we fly all the way out to Saudi Arabia for the
All right.
insert Tavari's music. Tajiri.
Mohammed Hassan, man. God
Mohammed Hassan.
damn.
Well, no. What is it? He also came out to that. He came out to that after
the Byron
Muhammad.
came out to that after they got rid of
Muhammad
Muhammad Hassan
Hassan.
because of the 9/11 shit.
Yeah. We go
The
out.
man who is now a principal.
Alien.
You know what? I am like, we'll get into it, but I am really surprised they've never asked for gender or Great Khali.
You know why? Because they're Indian.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah.
Arabs do not like Indians at all because originally, before the Mansour thing, they were going to push Ali in.
yeah,
They were
in
going to
Saudi.
push Ali in Saudi Arabia, and all of a sudden it came out that Ali was not Arabic at all. He was Indian.
Yes.
And he's from Detroit.
No, he's from Chicago.
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 Oh, he's totally from Chicago. I mean, what was it? One of his gear, he had the Chicago Star on
Yeah,
his freaking
he's
shit.
a fucking Chicago cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, we fly out to Saudi Arabia for a dead man, a 50-year-old champion, and a 45-year-old champion.
You spell rising
people
wrong.
are calling it super letdown.
I don't care how I spelled it, because this show was trash.
Oh, I could have told you that.
Really? New.
I don't-
Dude, come on. You
I
know how to
don't-
spell rising.
I don't give two shits how I spelled it.
Rising?
Again,
Rising. It's
Well,
news
the thing is,
money,
like,
rising.
if we're talking about being professionalism and all that shit, we need to really get our grammar up to date.
Oh wow, Ricochet lost.
Yeah, well, they got to push the 24/7 title somehow.
Yeah, well, you know, R2's got to come and roll him up and get the title.
Well, we'll speak about Rising WWF. Are you a Rutgers fan?
Blood Money, see, New Blood Money Rising, like.
Dale has a comment, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Dale.
Rising. What are you, a Rutgers fan? Yeah. See, we got to get our grammar up to speed, man.
Well, you didn't spend a whole... You didn't do what I was doing today, so I'm freaking a little tired, so sue me.
No, but I was still working. And I think I pulled my groin.
Oh, nice. Well, you pulled more than Bill Goldberg did.
I think I've had my fucking groin pulled out. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll move my leg and it, like my right leg, and it hurts a little bit.
But yes, we fly out to Saudi Arabia for Super Showdown. What's going on, everybody? I am F and Ronnie, and with me, as always,
it's me, Trips, and Mansoor, WWE champion. In a couple years. You're actually in a year. Book it.
Sorely mistaken.
It's going to happen in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. And also, to clarify, we go back into our... We go back to the brackets.
Why don't we get the third guy on the show here?
Oh. I was
Wait a minute. Is Colin running this show or something?
Well, no, because I was going to also say I forgot to add one thing. But yes, also with us,
it is the Zombie Master who is here. Thank you very much.
Yes.
He is also on.
He is live. But yes, the other thing that I forgot to say is also during the show, after Super Showdown, we dive in to the second arc of our bad movie bracket for the 80s and 90s. The Shit Bomb Tournament.
Oh, we do? Okay. I didn't know we were doing that.
I have it right in front of me, so...
All right. Well, why don't you Facebook message me it?
Okay. You have it! I sent it to you.
All right.
I sent it to you last week.
What did we do? No, you gave me the ones you wrote down. I thought you gave me a better one.
I literally will send you the exact same thing I sent you. It is everything in its bracket.
All right, we doing the 80s and 90s again?
Yes.
All right, we're releasing the 80s and 90s bracket. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, but let's get on to this toilet bowl show.
Yes.
Toilet bowl showdown.
Mansoor!
I will say this: I did not watch the opener, not the opener.
You mean the kickoff show?
The kickoff show,
the Viking Raiders versus the OC. Yes, I did watch it, and it was everything you expected. Basically, the OC, since they said, oh, they won the greatest tag team in the world here last time, and they wouldn't shut up the fuck up about it.
Who?
Remember the OC won the greatest tag team of the year at the last Saudi show? Well, they made sure about mentioning it every 2 fucking minutes during this match.
Okay, well,
Chris, I sent it to the group page.
They basically went over again.
Who'd they take on?
The Raiders.
Raiders. And the Raiders got squashed.
Well, that's like the Bullet Club right there. Because for the longest time, they called themselves the greatest tag team in the world.
Yep, that was literally them just being like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do this.
Oh, so the OC's being the Bullet Club finally.
Yeah, finally.
Finally. About damn time.
Well, technically, what's his name owns the rights to it. Finn Balor owns the rights to it. He just lets New Japan use it, but he owns the rights to it. He can call it the Bullet Club anytime he wants if he wanted to be part of it. But he's not part of it, at least not right now, anyway.
So Anderson and Gallows could use that too because they're one of the original members.
Yep.
Well, no, Carl Anderson was original. Then they brought in Luke Gallows later. He was one of the last ones they brought in.
Kent is technically the last one they brought in.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm
technically.
during this thing.
I mean, AJ Styles.
No, Kenta's now
Was-
the leader of the Bullet Club. Like
I thought it was
legitly.
Jay Switchblade.
Nope, he gave it to Kenta.
So what does he means? He's leaving New Japan then? Probably.
Nope, he's the fucking U.S. champion. No, he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving anytime soon.
And you know when he leaves, everybody's going to be buying for his services.
Well, he's not leaving again.
No,
because
not
when
Kenta.
it came
ain't
to
leaving.
WWE, he was Hideo Itami.
Yeah,
I'm
Kenta
talking
ain't
about
leaving.
Jay Switchblade.
Jay White.
Jay White.
Oh God! All right, whatever.
Yeah.
But this match was pretty much everything you'd expected. It was just pretty much a bullshit match. You knew the OC was going to probably go over because they won the big award there, so they're not going to have them lose.
Well, also, they got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, they've been trying to do everything with these guys. The Raiders, at least it's not called the Viking Experience anymore, can afford to lose a couple matches.
Yeah, because they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So
No.
I mean, WWE has a deal with ROH. They just couldn't call him War Machine and leave it alone.
But you know what I find funny is like when they showed him in the crowd at NXT, they were introduced as War Machine.
Yeah,
Why
and then
they
Vince
just-
decided they wanted to do
The
the Viking Raiders.
the Viking Experience, then the Viking Raiders, and then
Well, the whole reason was because Vince knew that he didn't have copyright on it.
Which is the funny thing because they changed War Machine in NXT to the War Raiders, and it was fine.
yeah, and then the Viking Raiders were the
Yeah, it was Hanson and Rowan, and it was fine.
now it's Rowan Ivar.
Eric and Ivar. I'm like, really?
Eric and Ivar, yeah.
Dude, what the hell kind of name is Ivar? It's so fucking dumb.
I mean,
Warbeard Hanson fell off the tongue.
well, it would have also worked out, if they were like, where are they actually from? Because I don't think they're from Minnesota either. So, like Vikings, it would have helped. They were from like they're just nothing works with them. I mean, I get it. They like that style, like the Viking style. I mean, shit. Sarah Logan and was it Rowan? Freaking got
one
a
with the one with the
Louisville,
blonde on the top
Kentucky,
of his
and
head.
she's married to Rowan.
Rowan, who's I don't think is from. I think he's from Kentucky too.
He's either from Kentucky or Maryland or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing to do with Vikings. I get like you're a fan of Vikings, but it's like ooh,
You
okay.
could have Viking blood in you. You could be of Nordic descent.
Nordic,
it doesn't
yeah.
mean you have to be from Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Well, no, but you remember when they went to fucking Minnesota? They fucking played that shit up like it was nobody's business.
But all I know is it's like they gave them the tag team titles. They were, giving them undefeated streaks. Then all of a sudden they go from all that to wrestling on the fucking pre-show.
You know what? The only thing that
Saudi Arabia.
here's the thing. The check cleared.
Yeah, the check did clear.
It's Saudi Arabia. They put Mansoor
In a
in
semi
a fucking
in a-
featured match.
Yeah, I was gonna say in a semi-main event match.
Mansoor wrestled the longest match of them all.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
Dolph Ziggler had to carry Mansoor to a good match, and then Corey Graves is all like, maybe we'll see Mansoor wrestle in the States, and all of a sudden you hear Michael Cole under his breath go, yeah, don't get ahead of yourself there, buddy.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say about this
no,
match.
I didn't watch it, so I really can't comment.
Okay, then we have
The OC got the win, and it helps them with their heel characters.
But then we had this train wreck of a match.
I I didn't mind this. This match was purposely to set up WrestleMania.
Well, the
Right.
first parts were good. R-Truth, Andrade.
No, it was first it was R-Truth and Lashley.
Yeah,
Then it was
R-Truth won,
R-Truth
which I couldn't
versus
believe.
Andrade. Then R-Truth versus Eric Rowan. Then R-Truth versus AJ.
Hey, it
Then
was good.
And then Mysterio got taken out by the Good Brothers. And then that set up for boom.
Which,
Yeah, the
which,
Undertaker.
by the way, Taker took 5 minutes to come out to the ring.
He
Yeah,
always
that was the
does.
longest. But the best thing was that the referee said the AJ Styles opponent has till a 10 count. They could have counted to a fucking 1,000 by the time the Undertaker got to the fucking ring.
But it doesn't matter because,
His music played.
yeah, as soon as they're about to come down, they don't have a 10 count anymore. It's wrestling. Who gives a shit?
And
They do the whole thing for the Undertaker, and then he doesn't even take his jacket off. He just choke slams him and wins.
Doesn't even tombstone him. Just chokeslam over.
And he didn't even grab the damn retarded trophy. He's just like, yeah, all right, whatever.
He didn't grab the aggro crag.
Whatever the fuck it was. And I gotta say, one thing I will say, for them to put R-Truth over Lashley, Andrade, and Rowan, that's pretty damn good. Because, I mean, we all know why R-Truth is still employed. Because he's like Vince McMahon's best friend. The only reason he's still employed.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Vince.
he's also one of the most entertaining parts of Raw.
Oh, trust me, I have nothing against R-Truth. I've always liked R-Truth.
But the way you said it was very condescending. Like, we all know he's employed because he's Vince McMahon's butt buddy. It's like,
He would have never.
Well, in a way, it is true, though.
He would have.
but
I
it
mean,
doesn't matter. He's entertaining.
to be honest, it was a blessing of his future. Because remember, he was already in the E. He was in the E in the early '90s in the Attitude Era
Yeah, when he was called K-Quick.
with Road Dogg. And guess what?
Yeah, that wasn't the Attitude Era. That was Ruthless Aggression.
Was that? I thought that was towards the
Yeah,
tail
That
end.
was
after
that was the tail end of the Attitude Era to
That-
Ruthless Aggression.
Okay.
Well,
that's what I mean.
Because he started in TNA just as TNA started. That was what,
Yeah.
2002?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He came in the tail end. He came in right when WCW folded. Or was about to
Right, when
fold.
from GX was out and
Yeah.
Road Dogg was looking for another partner.
Yeah. But then Road Dogg pretty much got him fired.
Road Dogg got fired, then he got fired.
Well, because of all the stuff that Road Dogg was doing. He even said in an interview, goes, yeah, I feel so bad. I'm kind of the reason Truth got fired from WWE when he was K-Quick because of my addiction.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Which it was a blessing in disguise because him going to TNA was probably his best thing to reboot his character. And then that's where R-Truth came in.
because he became Ron the Truth Kilns.
Yeah, I think it was a blessing in disguise because we wouldn't have what we have now if it wasn't for his work in TNA.
All right.
Well, you got to figure, too, over Lashley, because the reason he probably went over Lashley is because Rusev was supposed to be in the match, and Rusev's probably done. The reason he went over Andrade is because of the simple reason is Andrade was coming back from suspension, and he probably wasn't 100% ring ready. The reason he went over Rowan is because Rowan just sucks. I'm sick and tired of this whole cage thing. Either tell us what's in the fucking cage or stop bringing it.
Oh, this is just, it's hilarious to me because this is a rip on AEW. And not
What is?
The cage thing is a rip on Dustin Rhodes.
Well, when he had the ring and when he had the rat and Impact.
Yep. This is a rip on that. It is just this. It is the same gimmick as Black Rain. It's
The thing that he will not sign an autograph, Black Rain.
It is Ginger.
Because somebody I know.
It is Ginger
Because somebody
Rain.
I know went to a show. Because somebody went to a show and tried to get a card signed by that. He says, "I refuse to sign that."
It is.
And he will not do it.
It is Ginger Rain.
Ginger Rain?
Yeah.
What that got to do?
Oh my god. Black Rain, he's Rowan's a fucking ginger. Ginger
Oh.
Rain. But yeah, Taker comes in, Taker wins, Taker leaves. Next match.
Yeah, well, okay, well, next card.
Boy, we got that one
Damn,
wrong
that
too.
was fast.
Dude, there's nothing really to talk
All right,
about.
so we don't. So you're like, oh well, Truth did that. The reason why Truth made it so far is because him and AJ Styles could have a good match. There we go.
Yeah.
But then then they really, you know what it is? I was kind of looking forward to that when I was watching. I'm like, okay, maybe they'll do some stuff like, well, maybe not everything they did in TNA, but maybe they'll have a decent match. But all they did was kick him around until the Undertaker was ready. That's all it was. They milked it until he could have put him, either have a decent match or put him away and then have the Undertaker spot. But whatever. It was what it was.
It was a perfect way to set up Mania. I mean, Taker AJ is the better match.
It was a way. It was a way to set up Mania, but it's also to give Saudis what they want.
Right.
Which is they want the Undertaker to come out and woo ah, because Saudis don't give a shit about wrestling. They give a shit about the spectacle. As if you notice, because if you notice, really in the Super Showdowns, like they have these really great grandiose entrances and shit like that, and the matches could be 3 minutes, and the Saudi fans don't give a shit.
Yeah,
They're all about the woo ah.
Pretty lights.
Yeah, well, pretty bombs. Better than what's normally here.
Yeah, where and then you have the internet wrestling community here go, well, the matches were terrible. But it's a Saudi show. You expecting like 5 stars? Get the fuck out of here. 5 stars on a Thursday afternoon. Get the fuck out.
I think the good old Tuna Meltzer didn't even give a 3 on any match.
Who gives a fuck? It's a Saudi show.
I know, but I'm just saying. You're saying, what are you expecting? 5 stars?
I mean, if you actually think this show is of any importance to WWE besides getting that quick cash,
getting that paycheck,
you're fucking mistaken.
You know what the best part about this pay-per-view was? They all got on
set up for Mania.
Well, no, they all got on a plane home and got home safely.
Yeah, they all got on a plane.
They weren't delayed.
They didn't get the coronavirus, or any fucking shit like that.
That is
and the other thing is also, you got the entrances, you got the woo-ah, you got in, got out fast, and then you have the setup for Mania all set up. They basically used this as an extended, super, was it?
Super Raw, Super Show.
Raw Super Show.
Yeah,
Raw,
Super
Raw
Show.
SmackDown Super Show. We're just like, all right, we're going to set this up, and now we take it off to SmackDown and Raw. And that's that.
Yeah.
Well, in this match, it's like, we know we're going to get, I have a feeling, and like I said, you'll probably agree or disagree, I have a feeling this is the last legs of the New Day. Because Morrison and Miz were over as fuck during this match. The crowd was into them the whole fucking match.
Because it's fun. Because it's fun to make fun of them. Like, that's even. But you can't even see. Here's the thing. Anything that the Saudis do, you got to take that with a grain of salt because they're not. That's not the audience. That's a paycheck. That's not the audience they want.
Right.
Well, the thing is, Miz and Morrison are also always going to be over.
Right.
And the thing is, the New Day is over with Kofi and Big E. I mean, Xavier Woods is hurt or rehabbing. It is what it is.
He had something. I think he had a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah,
but he
coming back.
He can host the shit out of up, down, down though.
Oh, dude, he's got a job with IGN right now, being a freaking newscaster.
Hey, there you go.
Anything else?
And he's going to cons as Powder Toast Man.
Yeah, well, and he's rehabbing at the same time, so it works out. And this basically set up the tag team championships to where they needed another men's main event for Mania for Elimination Chamber because all of a sudden the Elimination Chamber they just got rid of, And they're like, oh, we're just going to go Reigns. Which makes no sense to me, but whatever.
I like how they did that with the short and sweet, but it was just not. Yeah, it was not good.
Miz and Morrison had their thing. Corey Graves said, Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho. Right, New Day came out
during the whole show. They were chanting that during the whole match.
Yeah. New Day came out, did the New Day rocks, yada, 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 pancakes, whatever. Miz goes in, takes on the... Morrison goes in, takes on Kofi. A couple more tags, boom, boom, boom. Miz and Morrison win.
It was a normal, stereotypical tag match between four guys.
And Miz and Morrison won by heel tactics. So
yeah, it was a old school tag match, which was good. But again, it was a match that wasn't. It was a match that was a match. That's the best way to describe it. It was a cut and dry A to B tag match. Nothing wrong with it.
None of these matches were pay-per-view quality.
No.
I hate when WWE does these live shows and now they tape them for fans and fans think all of a sudden they're getting like this new pay-per-view. It's like, it's not a pay-per-view, dude.
The only thing that was funny was back when they did the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, Titus World Slide.
But that was a complete. But dude, also too, that was a complete accident. You were not watching it for the freaking slide. You were watching it for the Rumble. But the fact that you got World Slide out of it, and then it turned into a freaking meme from Titus O'Neil, was the best thing that it could have happened to that show.
And then Braun Strowman won the Greatest Royal Rumble. And then Mansoor won it the next year. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, like, I've always liked The Miz and Morrison. I mean, there was a few good spots between Morrison and Kingston, doing some high-flying shit.
But at the same time, though, it's stuff that we've seen. I mean, Kofi's wrestled Miz and Morrison how many times?
But you know what it is.
But you can't bitch about, it's something we've seen. Dude, it's a Saudi show. It's not WrestleMania, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh no. I understand that, and I'm fine with it because, like we said, it's a paycheck.
But it's also it's a live show. It's WWE Live. If you go to a WWE Live show, you will see the exact same paint by numbers matches that you will see. Like, I remember one time I saw WWE in North Carolina, then I went and saw them in Pennsylvania a couple months apart.
Same match, probably.
Same matches.
Same exact paint by numbers matches. The only thing that changed were the promos and what they were promoting. That was it. I mean, if you're expecting this amazing pay-per-view, like, oh my God, experience on WWE Live, you're never going to get it. What you're going to get is them trying out some new shit, maybe. And maybe some guys that you haven't seen yet, just to get, some work in front of a live crowd.
Right.
That's it.
Like Mansoor.
Oh, trust me, I don't disagree with you on that, but it's like, I have my own things, my own personal gripes against WWE live shows that I've been to in the past. But that was back in the 90s when I used to go and stuff like that. But it's like, but that's a different story for another time. But
dude,
I don't disagree with you on stuff, but
all right. There was a live show in the early 90s I went to. They had advertised for the main event. They had The Undertaker versus Sid Justice, or The Undertaker not Sid Justice, sorry. The Undertaker versus, I forgot who it was. He wasn't there. So it ended up being Undertaker versus Erwin R. Shyster, and it wasn't the main event. So then they had the main event booked, Ric Flair versus The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Now, they were running out of time because the Lex Luger match went late.
Okay.
I can't believe I said the Lex Luger match went long, but it did. Yeah, Lex Luger went long, and so did Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. I mean, that was, hey, everybody was happy with that one. And then we're looking, and where it was in Delhi, New York, and we're looking like, holy shit, this main event, because it's creeping up to 11:30 now.
Yeah,
We see the cops there and all that stuff. They're basically about to be like, yo, we got to get you out of here.
Right.
Ric Flair came out. Didn't even take his robe off. He went around ringside, did the woo, woo, and just grabbed a chair.
and hit Ultimate Warrior in
And
the head.
stood. No, hold on. And he stood right in the entranceway, like right where the ring goes.
Right.
Me and my dad are looking. I'm like, oh my God. My dad's like, no way. I'm like, you look at the cops there. He's like, oh my God, they're going to do a schmoz. And Flair just waits, like, woo, all that. And all of a sudden, you hear, bum, 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 bum. The Ultimate Warrior runs a fucking 100-yard dash headfirst right into the chair. Flair picks him up, throws him in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Main event done. Thank you very much for the Thank you very much. Hope you had a good time at the WWE. We're home safe.
But
done.
you know what's funny is, even though that's a smodge and people would probably be pissed, that fits so well with the Ultimate Warrior character and Ric Flair. That fits.
People were so pissed. People were fucking pissed. But the thing is, you see the cops going, all right, everybody, get out, get out. Like, people couldn't even stick around. It's like, get out, come on, go, 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 go. It was like a fucking military drill. Like, we're on our way back to the car.
Yeah.
I see Shawn Michaels and Triple H already get in the car, just like, like they had people already in street clothes.
Oh wow.
I mean, as soon it was like, all right, everybody, dude, Ultimate Warrior barely was out of the ring, and they started taking the ring down.
Well, you know how bad it is. Let me put it to you this way. One story that I have when I went to a live event, it was at Madison Square Garden. It was during one of those, when they used to name the tours. It was called the Heart Attack Tour.
Woof.
Oh, God.
Woof.
You remember how long ago this was. So get this.
Yeah.
So I forget, I was with my ex, and she's still sitting in the seat, so I went to go get something to eat. So I'm sitting there, and the next thing I know, I hear music being called. Guess who's standing in front of me in line at the concession stand trying to get something to eat? Henry Godwin.
Oh, God.
Is standing in front of me waiting to get something from the concession stand. They play his music while he's at the concession stand. He goes, oh shit, I'm on. And he runs out of past the concession stand and gets in the ring. And gets beaten in like 2 seconds. So I get back to my chair, and she goes, did you miss that? And I go, well, I didn't. I saw Henry Godwin backstage. She goes, what do you mean you saw him backstage? I said, you see how I got the food, right? And I go, yeah, he was right in front of me in fucking line.
Dude, the year later, they came back to Delhi and they were promoting. It was basically on the Survivor Series, where the Survivor Series was the All-Americans and the Foreign Fanatics.
Oh, God.
Right.
It was the actual promo where you found out that Undertaker was part of the All-Americans.
And he opened up his jacket and had the red, white, and blue in there.
Yeah, had the old school red, white, and blue flag, and Lex Luger almost fell off the fucking stage. Like,
Foreign Fanatics will rest in peace.
The thing is, he goes like, yeah, and then he takes a step back and almost falls off that little ass stage.
I remember that
Oh,
promo.
you mean the Mean Gene's perch?
Yeah, the perch with Mean Gene Okerlund.
And then after he left, it was Craig DeGeorge.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the main event was Yokozuna versus The Undertaker.
In a casket match?
No, Yokozuna versus The Undertaker, a normal match. And it was for the WWF Championship. And, dude, that thing ended in such a DQ. It was hilarious.
Was this when
This is on
Yoko?
the way to Survivor Series.
No, I'm saying
So
Yoko.
Ludwig Borga came out. And then freaking was it Ludwig Borga came out, Tatanka came out, then fucking the Quebecers came out, and then fucking Undertaker came out. Well, Undertaker was there already. Luger came out, the Steiners came. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Somebody get the table.
Which was the funny thing, because Tatanka wasn't supposed to come out because remember, because he was injured.
Like Yokozuna and Ludwig Borga.
As in the words of Mean Gene Okerlund, fuck it.
Dude, my dad was laughing because the third match in, you hear, yay! And I'm like, my dad goes like, didn't he get injured on Raw? I'm like, well, it didn't take.
Oh, yeah, we don't
see him dancing out, dun, 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 dun. Well, that was when they taped like 4 episodes of Superstars at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the week after Survivor Series, you see Tatanka come back. The return of the Native American warrior, Tatanka.
One week later.
And if you find that video, you'll see me and my dad up in like the back seats, because it was like when they were running like basically a college gym.
Yeah.
I probably have it on disc somewhere.
God, I feel bad for you.
Was it during Challenge or Superstars or something?
Superstars.
Then I probably have it because I have a lot of those.
Oh, dude. And the funniest thing though is pre the show. I met Scott Hall.
Not the pre-show, but pre the show.
Yeah, before the show, I met Scott Hall in like the college, like I guess it was like game room type lounge.
Yeah.
Hey,
playing pool.
Hey,
Playing pool.
Playing pool, and basically he had on the Razor Ramon vest. He didn't have the tights on yet. He had like warm ups and shit like that, and I was like, and the thing is, I knew he was Scott Hall because I remember WCW.
Yeah.
He was Gator or the Diamond Stud or
Diamond Stud. I was like, hey, Diamond Stud. He's like, I'm Razor Ramon. Yeah, I know who you are, Scott Hall. Hey, yeah.
yeah, I know you are. Hey, yo. It's like
I remember when you were the Gator, Scott Hall, too.
And it's hilarious. And he's just playing pool, and I'm like, I suck at pool.
What's hilarious is when you know that, like, when you're old enough to know kayfabe is dead when they were still protecting kayfabe. It's like when you know kayfabe was dead, but you still love to fuck with them. It's like, see if they actually like will keep. It's like, bro, just I know who you are. Fucking, you can break the shit.
And then the other funniest thing is, like, remember how they had this whole thing where if you had like a donation thing, you get like Superstars autographs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I met Billy Gunn, and I could tell right then and there he wasn't even happy as part of the Smoking Guns. He's like, man, I hate fuck gimmick.
Was that around the time when he was with Sonny?
That was around the time he was with Bart.
I know, but Sonny.
Oh, were they managed by Sonny?
Yeah, were they managed? No, not yet.
Before that.
Okay. Oh yeah, he got a little more happier when Sonny was the manager.
Yeah,
Who just got out of jail, I might add. She just got out of jail.
He could tell. You could tell he hated it. All right.
Let's
I'm
move
watching
on.
Liv Morgan here on Raw. All right. This is supposed to be her being free, but I don't see hooker wear as her being free. I see her being free like in Jordans. Because she's like a big sneakerhead, so why would hooker wear be like, her being free? It is what it is. I don't fucking know.
All right, let's move on to the next match.
Which
gentlemen.
would be Angel Garza versus.
Yeah, you can see
Carrillo.
that we don't give a shit about this.
Well, we said we're going to talk about it, so let's just talk about it. We'll breeze through it real fast.
Angel
God.
Garza beat Humberto Carrillo
God,
in
for
a match that I could really give a shit less about.
For
There
once,
you go.
for once, I wish fucking you say Breeze. I wish Tyler Breeze was on this. By the way, go watch Southpaw Wrestling season 3.
Oh shit.
That's on again.
They just announced season 3 for the summer.
Oh, that's
Well, because I
cool.
thought Southpaw Wrestling was canceled because the last one I saw was John Cena was like, I guess we're done.
Oh no,
There's-
dude, Tyler Breeze.
Because their pay per view was canceled.
Dude, a fat Tyler Breeze in Mexico getting a phone call saying, "We need you in studio now."
So no, because I remember the last episode they had John Cena. It's like, well, I guess there's
Oh, no,
no pay per view.
They're back because literally I just saw the promo for season 3, and it's like, yeah. By the way, and literally in the promo it says, "By the way, season 3 in August. We'll see you then."
Yeah, because what are they going to be promoting? Because their leap year. What was their freaking big show? The leap year show.
Dude,
Something like
dude,
that.
he's fat and he was fat and in Tijuana. He literally was the shit out of fucking Major League.
All right. Anyway, what I'm saying is, what was the show? Was it leap year
Yeah, it was
something
like
or whatever?
like Leap Year Mania, something like that.
And they said like it's stupid because that day didn't exist in 1980 something.
Yeah, it was like February 31st or something.
February 29th or something.
Or
I
February
forgot what.
30th.
Oh god. Here we go. Nepotism match.
Mansoor versus
Aladdin.
Dolph Ziggler.
Aladdin takes on Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, you guys watched it. They're apparently doing this in every Dolph match. What the fuck is with the glitch in the system?
What the fuck is with the hair all of a sudden?
What with that? Well, at least his hair doesn't look like fucking spaghetti anymore.
Dude, the wet spaghetti head is an improvement over like him trying to have like Vince Neil hair, okay?
Well, he's a rock star, baby.
So the wet head
He's
is
here
fine.
to show the world.
Yeah,
The wet head is
no,
fine.
no. It's more like he's
Don't
here to
complain.
steal your girl.
Oh, that's another thing they kept going on and on about how he's such an asshole. He broke Otis's heart.
Which makes Otis a baby face over like a motherfucker.
So all right. So basically this is Head and Shoulders versus Revlon.
Oh, come on, really? We just had Pert Plus on the fucking show. We don't need Olay and fucking Revlon.
Dude, Mansoor is straight up Revlon. You kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, and AJ Styles
Maybe
is
he's
Pert
born
Plus.
with it. Maybe he's born with
No,
it.
that's
Maybe
Dolph.
it's-
Dolph is Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Dolph is Maybelline.
Maybe he's born with it.
Oh God.
Dude,
So wait. So we have
If you
three.
put a shirt on Mansoor, you would never know he's a wrestler.
No. He looks like.
Well, the fact that he was also during the last NXT takeover, he was doing the pre-show.
You know why? Because nobody gives a shit about him.
Oh boy, Jeff Hardy's going to be on the show. Well, he's still under his contract was supposed to expire today too.
Wonderful.
But the
No,
only
Jeff
reason he's
Hardy-
still- because
Jeff Hardy
because he's
re-up.
No, because he's injured. His contract's going to roll over.
Yeah, but Hardy re-upped as well, though.
Jeff did or not? I know Matt did.
Yeah, Matt's going to be in AEW. Come on, we know this.
Well, you know what it is? Did you read the post about him today? He's like, that's Sarah Logan's the referee,
It's going to be Liv versus Ruby.
and Sarah Logan's the referee.
Does
The
anyone?
Riot Squad.
Ah, who gives a fuck?
Hey, I like it.
I
I
remember
like
Ruby
it.
when she used to wrestle in Jersey All Pro.
Heidi. I love Heidi, and I love Liv.
Was it Heidi Lovelace?
Yeah.
I just remember that nose. Whenever she talks, she's like a golf bag.
I like Heidi Lovelace. I like Ruby Riot. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah. I
I
think,
got nothing wrong with her. The way I love the tats too.
but no.
I've always liked Ruby. Ruby can wrestle,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she can work. She's
But
good.
yeah, so
and she's different.
yes, that is true.
She's if you take Paige and Lita and combine them, this is what you get.
Yeah, but
It's more hardcore Lita. That's what
What
you get.
the
Well,
fuck?
the thing is, Liv Morgan can wrestle. She just has always been in with people who can't wrestle for shit.
All right, I'm on a delay. Why the fuck was Becky in trying to dress like Big Bird?
Oh, I don't know. I saw that. I didn't even look at it.
It's a faux fur coat. Come
know,
on,
I
she's
know.
the goat. All right.
Yeah.
But then
Oh,
we can't.
okay. So Aladdin showed Dolph a whole new world.
Okay, no, I actually have one thing, because I've been noticing this every week during Dolph Ziggler's matches. Is that someone will all of a sudden, something will happen, and it looks like there's a hack going on in the middle of his match. It's always Dolph Ziggler's matches, by the way. That's what I'm noticing.
Well, maybe
that-
they're setting up for somebody new to come in.
But who? That's that's what I'm like kind of wondering. Is like, who the fuck?
It's the return of Solomon Crow.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, Mansoor opened Dolph's eyes, showed him wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under,
and then grabbed a microphone and cut a shitty
with a
promo.
magical moonsault ride, and it was a whole new world. And then he grabbed the microphone and said, "We are Saudi Arabia, and we showed up." It's like, really, dude, just shut up.
They gave you
And one other thing about Liv Morgan too, her ex. It doesn't help who her ex-boyfriend was.
how you doing?
She dated Enzo Amore, for God's sakes.
They're from the same place.
Yeah, I was gonna say that all happened when she was working at Hooters.
I can see that. I could.
I mean, the other person they had Liv Morgan be with for a little bit in NXT was Carmella, because her and Leah Von Dale are best friends.
Yep.
And shit. I mean, Liv Morgan's best friends with Daria Bernardo, aka Sophia, Sophia Deville,
Yep,
Sonya Deville.
Sonya.
Like almost all the New Jersey wrestlers, like Liv Morgan's like best friends with. So what the fuck?
Because they're Jersey wrestlers.
wasn't friggin' Ruby Riott? Wasn't she a Jersey chick too?
No,
No.
she's Indiana.
Michigan, then Indiana.
Yeah, I knew her from when she was in Indiana.
Yeah, but she's originally from Michigan.
Okay.
I
yeah.
remember when she wrestled in Jersey All Pro with Chris Dickinson, when she was still Heidi Lovelace.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, John, go on your rant. Ricochet versus Brock Lesnar.
We're done with nepotism, yay?
Yeah, we're done with
nepotism, yeah,
We're done with nepotism.
See, here's the funny thing though with Mansoor. You know it's going to happen either later this year or next year. The way the Saudi government's going, they're like, and Mansoor wins championship. And I wonder how much Vince is going to kowtow to the Saudi government. Eventually, they're going to be like, and Mansoor wins championship. Mansoor wins championship. And Mansoor wins championship. And Vince is like, dude, pal, no.
But you know what? Here's my little rant on this. It's like, I agree with what you said after you said it about the fact of how, it is a Saudi show and all that stuff. But when you got a guy, when you hype a guy as big as Ricochet, claiming he's the future of the company, everybody claims he's this, that, and the other thing. Why would you?
Who's claiming this?
Well, no, I mean the IWC.
Oh, stroke their ego!
IWC. Are you serious? Are you serious? The IWC basically says, "Oh well, he's the future of the company." Man, shove it and blow it out your ass. Are you kidding?
You know when he was the future of the company? Never. When he was the future of?
No, if some British blowhard fuck blows it out his ass that he's the future of the company, oh fuck him. You know how many British blowhard fucks I've hear this fighter's the new big thing in the UFC and this one's the old and they fucking get knocked the fuck out. Like, who gives a flying fuck what the IWC thinks? Seriously?
Yeah, well, this is the
Alright.
thing. So literally, if it came down to the IWC, oh god, I wouldn't want to know what wrestling is. I'm sorry, but Ricochet is no.
Now Sarah turns on Liv now?
It's no. Listen,
It's the implosion of the Riot Squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has nothing like. Oh, Ricochet loses. He should lose. If Kofi only lasts 5 seconds, Ricochet should last 3.
But the fact is, it's like, here's my thing. If you knew that you were gonna, whoever was gonna face him would squash him, why put in Ricochet there?
Because he has nothing to lose. Ricochet being in the same ring as Brock Lesnar actually elevates Ricochet.
Right away.
Because
Right away. All of a sudden, he's in a main event match. He's in a championship match. Boom. Doesn't matter if he got squashed by Brock Lesnar in a Saudi show. No, because Brock Lesnar squashed John Cena, for Christ's sake.
yeah.
But the fact of, like, the other thing that got me, too, is the fact that they were hyping him up so much. It's like, everybody's taking me for granted. You know, I mean, for God's sake, the promos lasted longer than the match did.
They do that. You know why they did that? To give the IWC some fucking false hope. Because the IWC are fucking retarded morons.
Here's
That
the thing.
as soon as like Bray loses to Goldberg, all of a sudden now the IWC is like, well, Bray's unhappy with the company. Bray's frustrated with the company. No, he's not.
I'll get into
The
I'll
IWC
get
has
into
to
that.
spin it. The IWC has to spin it in whatever way they can so the dick up their ass actually is nice.
The dick
And
up
it
their
doesn't
ass actually.
fucking chafe 'em.
So the dick up their ass
The dick
actually
up their ass
fits.
has Vaseline in it. Who gives a flying fuck?
They didn't
about
Kay
what the
Wyatt,
IWC
huh?
Are you fucking serious?
No, good old dry dock.
Fucking see.
Good old dry dock in there, John.
Fucking see. Give me a fucking break. You know why they put the title on Goldberg? So the IWC didn't bitch and piss and moan when Roman Reigns won the title at WrestleMania. Because if the IWC beat their fucking jerk-off king, The Fiend, oh my God, well, I'm canceling WWE. I'm canceling the WWE Network. I'm canceling. See, look, screenshot, I canceled. Look, I canceled. Who gives a flying fuck? I don't give a shit if you cancel, because then you're going to re-up again anyway when WrestleMania hits, because you can't keep yourself away from it. You go for 1 minute, like, you go for one fucking day. Yeah, I swore off WD. I swore off WWE. And then you're looking at WWE news. Get the fuck over yourself, fucking moron.
Anyway.
The same thing redneck Republicans when they had the fucking
stop.
No,
like,
no.
fair enough, the NFL. Oh, shut the fuck up.
What did you do, John?
This was
Smart-ass British blowhard IWC.
No, you know why? I kind of did this for a reason. Because I knew Chris would go on a rant, and I knew it would be entertaining.
See, I wish JP was here with this IWC shit, because I'd rip him a new asshole.
Yeah,
I kind of in the back of my mind knew that this was going to happen, and I knew if I brought this up, because I did see it all over the IWC, and I mean, I'm just reiterating what I read everywhere, and I figured I ran.
But the thing is, though,
It's fucking indie jerk-offs. Go work for SWF and steal money from kids.
Hey now!
Oh, trust me. I know that piece of shit. Trust me. He is a piece of shit, and I've always said Fury was.
Yeah.
I never trusted that fucker as far as
That's what I'm saying. The IWC like jerks off over these indie fucks. And the funny thing is, CM Punk, one of the biggest IWC darlings, has always like, dude, you guys shut the fuck up. You guys are dumb. And they're like, oh, CM Punk says we're dumb. Oh my God, he's so meta. No, he's telling you you're
fucking dumb.
He's so meta. No, he's not so meta. He's telling you you're fucking dumb.
But the thing is, though, and that's the thing. All right, so Ricochet losing, if Ricochet lasted any longer than Kofi Kingston, Kofi Kingston would look like a fucking incredible. It would look like a disappointment as a champion too. So you got to make, because they're about the same size, and also too, Ricochet is literally, and I don't give two shits if I hear shit about this. He's the fucking WWE's version of the Young Bucks. All flash, all show, no real fucking wrestling. In WWE, we all know he can wrestle. WWE just wants him to do fucking high.
In other words,
WWE wants him to be a spot monkey. Let's just go and dial the clock backwards to where high flying went wrong. Jeff Hardy and Shinron. Jeff Hardy in the WWF and TNA almost killed himself 3 times doing high spots. Guess what? He stopped doing high spots for the most part, except the Swanton Bomb here and there. Shinron broke his neck in 3 spots. He still wrestles. He does not do flips anymore. Guess what? It's going to take one bad move to hurt Ricochet. And guess what? Is he going to be able to reinvent himself? Not really.
Ricochet is a high-flying lucha-style guy. And the funny thing is, a high flyer does not beat Brock Lesnar.
No, but here's the thing, though. We say that, but guys like Rey Mysterio were high flyers.
Seth Rollins was sort of a high flyer, but he reinvented his style. And how would he beat Brock Lesnar? Cheating.
Yeah, by being, cheating. Eddie Guerrero was the same way. He won by cheating. But Eddie Guerrero also put on how much freaking muscle to make him look like a person that could actually win, and also help from Goldberg. You know, like you do.
Well, the thing is, the other thing Seth Rollins did when he beat Brock Lesnar, he drop kicked the shit out of his legs and actually could wrestle on the mat. Where you don't see Ricochet wrestle like that. Ricochet jumps all over the place, and all he's got to do is jump on Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's like, really? Give me that.
Paul Heyman said it the best way today. He said it today. He said the best thing. He got kicked in the testicles by Ricochet. We crushed him like a bug. Ding! Thank you. Good night.
Ricochet came for a big drop kick, and basically Brock swatted him away, and then he freaking belly to back suplexed him.
Yeah. Guess what?
That's it.
Guess what? You put anybody else in Ricochet's position, Brock Lesnar's winning. I'm sorry, but even indie darling Okada is not beating Brock Lesnar. Fucking Shinsuke, when he was in his prime, even in a shoot fight in Japan, got knocked the fuck out by Brock Lesnar. Oh my god.
You know why the IWC hates Brock Lesnar?
Because he doesn't show up?
Because Brock Lesnar is a legitimate athlete.
Yeah.
And the IWC has problems with that because he doesn't have a script and a story and blah, 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 blah. He's a legitimate athlete. 2, he's really fucking dominant. 3, he's a goddamn name. And 4, it's because he's a part-timer. Or sort of a part-timer that actually knows that when he makes an appearance, it's a big deal. The problem is when the WWE champion is on Raw, every fucking Monday, it's not a big deal anymore.
Nope.
Like when Seth Rollins was on Raw as champ. Was it a big deal? No.
Dude, you know what Seth Rollins having the title on Raw reminded me of? Does anyone remember the beginning of Nitros?
Oh, with Hollywood Scum Hogan.
I could remember every Monday night during the Attitude Era, or the Wars, opens up, fireworks, NWO promo hits, 15-minute fucking long promo with Hogan as the champion. Didn't do anything for the company, just Hogan wanted to jerk himself off, and so did Bischoff. So guess what? 15 minutes. And guess what? How they open? I even called it. I go, intro, starts, Seth Rollins music, 15-minute promo. Oh, we're going to do the same thing with the Authority. Opens up, Triple H is the champ. Stop! We don't need a 30-minute fucking promo and nothing gets done. Guess what? They did the same thing today with Brock as the champ. You know what the difference was?
Something got done.
Something got done, and exactly.
Well, the other thing, again, is Rollins will put it out there like, I'm going to defend the title on Raw almost every Monday. And it got to the point where he's not even defending it against viable contenders anymore. He's defending it against schmaz guys that you're like, really? And then whenever he does defend it at the end of the show, you always know what's going to end up in a DQ and a schmaz and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
So you didn't care. So with Brock as champ, yes, he's not on Raw all the time, but when he's there, it's big.
Yeah, it's almost like how now, like, when Cena was aired for Friday, the ratings fucking spiked. Everyone's like, oh, well, he's going to face, the Fiend's going to face him. I don't give two shits. What has Cena been on SmackDown? He hasn't been on TV in a whole year. He showed up. You watched.
All right. Did The Fiend versus Goldberg ever give off a feeling of a big fight?
No, but it actually, in my opinion, it actually did more for Bray than anyone else will admit.
But hold on. You said it right there. Fiend versus Goldberg didn't give off the feeling of a big fight. The Fiend versus Bryan, did that give off a feeling of a big fight? No.
No, but it actually, but in that defense, it actually had a storyline going for it that made that fight actually viable.
Okay, so Rowan has a spider.
That's what the fucking thing in the cage was?
A robotic spider.
A robotic spider? What the fuck?
You haven't seen it yet because you're on a delay, but holy balls, did they just fuck that up.
That looks so dumb. The robotic spider.
It looks like something you get at friggin' a Halloween store for Halloween.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, it looks like Bray Wyatt's championship.
Oh.
I mean, the $7,500 belt?
Dude, I will bash the fucking shit out of that Halloween prop. I don't give a shit if it has, like, ceramic-looking face paint on it. I could give a fuck less. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
All right. It's one thing to fuck with the strap. It's one thing to fuck with the side plates. Don't fuck with the face plate.
You want to know what made me... Well, we'll get to it, because I have a funny thing that I noticed.
All right. That's why, right off the bat, why none of the Fiend's championship matches had a big fight feel. Because you're fighting for a stupid, retarded Halloween prop. Where Brock Ricochet, even though you knew it was going to be a freaking bullshit match, with the preview they gave Ricochet, why not me, why not now, and all that, it gave off the feeling of a big fight. Because it was Brock. Brock versus McIntyre, already set up from the Royal Rumble, gives off the feeling of a big fight. Brock Reigns gave off the feeling of a big fight. Brock Cena gave off the feeling of a big fight. Brock Rollins even gave off the feeling of a big fight. The biggest problem with the SmackDown brand is none of their championships ever since really AJ Styles gave off, none of their champions except for probably AJ Styles, okay, Daniel Bryan with the Kofi Mania thing, gave off the feeling of a big fight. And when you don't have a big fight feel in the biggest show of your company, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, what do? They book Goldberg to win. Why? Because now you see how that strap on Brock Lesnar looks like a prize.
Well,
the strap Goldberg has now looks like a prize.
Oh, we got to get to the other
strap the Fiend has looks like a fuck. The strap like the Fiend has looks like some shit you put together at Halloween Town.
Well, what made me laugh was when Goldberg won the title. Go back and watch it. Did you see how fast they fucking gave Goldberg the other belt?
Yep. You know why?
Dude.
They want to get rid of that Fiend belt because that is an embarrassment. If somebody came in with that thing at WrestleMania, it's a fucking embarrassment.
Well,
you got to look at it. You got to look at it this way too. The fact that they screwed up at WrestleMania last year by showing off the new belt that Daniel Bryan had, the new belt that Kofi Kingston was going to win. You saw the title out there outside, so you're like, oh, he's obviously winning because the title belt's there ringside.
Not that. No, not necessarily. But there was also a lot more meaning behind Kofi winning. But what made me laugh was the fact that they just gonna fuck this shit, throw it out here. Here you go.
But the thing is, Daniel Bryan's wooden title actually still looked good.
Looked like a
His
title.
hemp title. His hemp title.
But let's get to this cage match before we get into really start diving
You
into
mean
it.
Roman Reigns, Baron Corbin, 7,500?
I like this match.
And you know what? This match actually had more of a big fight feel than the Fiend match.
You know what, though? What's funny is this match, even though it was done 7 million times, still stuck to a story.
Also, say what you want about Reigns and Corbin, but
Corbin,
they complement each other.
Roman has had some of the best matches with Baron, and Baron is turning in, I hate to say it because I do not like him, he is turning
I don't
in
either.
to one of the best heels in the company.
Not to mention, he works great as a heel. He has the power game, same as Roman, and it fits. This match was a fight. It was brutal. I was like, shit.
Dolph said it once in an interview. Actually, it was Corbin backstage. I'm backstage. He goes, I was talking to Dolph while the crowd was booing. He turns to me and goes, dude, I have not heard boos like this since Vicky Guerrero.
Good.
That is the ultimate compliment as a heel, because Vicky just showed up and you heard boos. Like, they hated Vicky. Baron shows up and you heard boos. I'm like, thank God. He's not like
And
that.
even when he has like a little bit of a catchphrase, you think he turns it around and makes you just hate him even more.
Well, that's the one thing I love. That's the one thing I love, because if you come to like Jersey, Philly, New York, they cheer the heels. They always cheer the heels. Corbin's one of the few people that doesn't matter where he is, he gets booed no matter what.
He got booed in Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
And Canada is like upside down world.
Bizarro world.
Yeah,
in other
Bizarro
words.
world. Yep, they will
Yeah.
cheer the heels and boo the faces. Like it's almost like coming to Jersey or New York, where they boo good wrestling or they cheer good wrestling. Like Dolph, I remember a match. It was Dolph versus Sheamus. Sheamus was your babyface. Sheamus got booed out of the fucking building because they like Dolph's wrestling. But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Corbin shows up in that sedan. Boo! Like fuck, they turn the volume down with how hard he gets booed, and it still comes over loud.
Well, that's Corbin, and that's what he does. Like, and the cage match was good.
Yeah,
The whole thing with Roman, like going like, no, I'm gonna padlock the cage.
like you can't get
Oh,
out.
there's- Right,
But
so there's
his
no
chain,
bullshit
his
escape.
lock.
It was great.
Oh, I'm not saying the match wasn't bad. I'm saying the match was fine. But it's just that I was just a little bored. I'm like, okay, enough. Let's move on. You know what I
That
mean?
match was probably the most entertaining match of the
That
night.
might have been the match of the night. That was my actually match of the night. And I hate.
That was one of the
and I'm
most
sorry.
entertaining matches of the night.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I can't stand either of them because of them. But they did good work. They've actually told the story, and them bringing the Samoan family in and Rude and Dolph. It actually has been like really, really good.
Yeah. And the other thing is they're not giving Roman bullshit to say anymore. Roman says what he says now, and it actually comes over good.
By the way, the best way for that Goldberg-Roman match to happen is what happened Friday. No words. Roman grabs the mic and just says, I'm next. Walks out the fucking ring. Done. Short,
Well, supposedly-
sweet, to the point.
Well, supposedly Vince is allowing them to free reign. Their promos are not scripted anymore, according to some people.
Yeah, you can still...
Yeah, because it came off dumb.
You can
No,
still
because
tell
what
who's
it is-
scripted. You can still tell who's scripted.
Well, because Heyman said, it's kind of like what somebody said when Heyman ran ECW. He said, here's a microphone, there's a ring, there's the crowd. Tell them why you're great, or tell them why they should hate you.
Yeah.
And then
PowerPoint.
that's the way you could tell. I mean, certain guys' promos are you could tell, like you said, Ronnie, some promos you could tell are
Bailey,
scripted, but some you can't. Some you can't because you're well, Asuka and Kairi saying we don't know what
Yeah,
the
just
fuck they're
shout
saying anymore.
Japanese.
yeah, just
They
shout
don't know what
Japanese.
the
Shout
fuck they're
Japanese and yeah, whatever.
The greatest thing in the world is still, in my opinion, my favorite heel in the most recent ones was freaking Nakamura, who you knew spoke perfect, like, broken English, and then everyone's like, just, what? And then his heel turn. Sorry, me no speak English. I'm like, oh, that's fucking...
You know,
best-
speak English.
That is fucking beautiful.
speak English.
It's fucking
You know what's
beautiful.
What's funny is Alicia and I went to the signing and met Nakamura at iPlay. Okay? It was at 9 o'clock in the morning that he was there. We get there, we're VIPs and stuff, so we're in the front of the line. Nakamura, whenever the wrestler comes, I know, Ronnie, I don't know if you've ever been to a signing at iPlay. Chris,
I know about it.
Chris, I don't know if you've ever been to it.
No.
What basically is they have somebody that does hype before the show, before they come out. And what the best thing is Nakamura, this is when he was still a heel, comes out and they go, introducing Shinsuke Nakamura. He comes out to his music, he does his little dance shtick, and the announcer asks, now there's no cameras anywhere, just for in the building. There's no like live TV cameras or anything. He comes out and without a beat goes, I don't speak English. And the crowd just starts laughing, and he starts laughing. So you knew it's like he stayed in character. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's getting a neck bit tonight. The Vampire Warriors in the ring.
Well, wait. I completely passed over a fucking match.
Which match?
The Street Profits match. Sorry.
Who gives a fuck?
But you know what it is? I will say one thing. I'm going to put Montez Ford over here. That kid has got such potential. They look for big things for him because he's athletic as hell. He could talk. He's charismatic. And I hate to use this term, but he's rock-like. He's not The Rock, but he's rock-like with his persona. This kid will be a champion, a big-time player in the future. Dawkins probably not, because he's been in WWE for a million years, and now we finally found something that they can do with him. But he's been in there since NXT, just after NXT left. I think he was in FCW, for God's sakes. So now that he's got something to do, he's fine. But then it's going to be that that inevitable when the tag team splits up. One becomes a star, one becomes a joke. I'm sorry to say it, because Angelo Dawkins, he's good in the ring and he's good on the microphone too, but he's no Montez Ford.
Which one's Montez Ford?
The skinnier one. The one
Bianca Belair's husband.
The one that's married to Bianca Belair. The one who's married. He's married to the hair.
The skinny one that jumps, does the 5-star frog splash.
Solo Cup. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, you guys can't disagree that he's got amazing talent. He
has a good jump.
And he's also good on the microphone. He's great. He's great. He does good with his
Here's the thing.
I think he does.
He is going to be... See, that's the thing. As a wrestler, no. As someone's mouthpiece, yes. As another Paul Heyman, as a guy that can be like a Heyman that hype up the crowd, he is the perfect hype man.
The Street Profits hype shtick got old quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you know what? But here's my thing. If Montez Ford was Bobby Lashley's mouthpiece,
no.
was doing
See, here's the thing. Leo was perfect for him for that. Leo was perfect as Lashley's mouthpiece because
it was a heel.
Yeah, it was a heel. It was a short heel that talked all this shit because he had Lashley as his muscle.
That was the point.
Just like Drake Maverick talking all that shit because he had AOP.
Yeah, where the fuck is
Lana now talking all that shit because she has Lashley as her quote-unquote husband.
Yeah.
Where the hell happened to Spud?
Oh, that's a great question because we're still waiting to know where the hell he is. But anyway,
Last time I saw him, he was on an episode of Ride Along with EC3, another guy that just basically got lost in the shuffle.
but anyway,
And Braun Strowman.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
well. Anyway, you got
Well, Vince doesn't care for EC3 anymore.
nope.
Yeah, well,
He literally bought him so he didn't stay. So he left so he can not be in TNA and be a problem.
Right.
Or he would
What's-
he would be in NWA right now. Let's face it. EC3.
And eventually they'll let him go and he'll go to AEW.
And there'll be nothing there.
No, to be honest, I see EC3 being in the NWA before anything.
Yeah.
No, he'll go to AEW. He'll go to AEW. He already has ties.
That's true too. Yeah, you're right.
But then we had the one ladies match that was the semi-main event, which I thought, you know what? I mean, you already know who I was pulling for in this match because I just love Bailey to death. But the whole thing was,
Well, so was I, because Naomi sucks.
the match wasn't good. I'm sorry, Bailey actually, I was a little on the fence about this Bailey heel thing because I really don't watch SmackDown that often. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really seen a lot of her stuff, but I saw a lot of the stuff she does during this match, and I'm like, okay, I buy this version of Bailey. I do buy it because I've seen it. When she did the Davina Rose shit on the Indies, it's Davina Rose under the Bailey name. That's what it is.
Basically.
Basically, it's like she's playing that uber bitch, but she does it well. I didn't think when she was the goody two shoes, I didn't think she could pull off the heel again. But I was wrong, and I admit I was wrong.
Bailey's a great heel.
Bailey's a great wrestler. Period. She can work.
Yeah, but Bailey's a great heel. I mean, she's been champ ever since she's been heel. So
She's the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion.
yeah, and it's all been under her heel persona. And
But the fact is that the other thing too is she has held every woman's title in NXT and WWE. She's the only woman to do that. Charlotte Flair didn't even do that. So right there, that's got to tell you she's a major player. If they're going to give her every belt, she's doing something right. You know, she's the only Grand Slam champion in the women's division ever. Nobody else can claim
But at the
that.
same time, could that just mean, hey, we have nothing for you, here's a title, go run with it? See, there's a difference between, are you that good in the ring, which she is good in the ring, but at the same time, creative's like, hey, you're over, here's a fucking title, go.
But the fact is,
well, all right. Number one, on SmackDown, really,
Who is there really on SmackDown? That's another.
On SmackDown, the thing is, on SmackDown, like any of the hot challengers they have, they've basically gotten rid of. I mean, Lacey Evans left. I mean, Lacey Evans really is the only one that's really the viable challenger right now.
She just
Naomi
came back. She just came back.
Alexa, and you have Nikki.
They throw Naomi in there. They always throw Naomi in there. They always try to throw Naomi in there, and she always fucks up. Always.
She did fuck up a lot during this match. I will say there was a lot of blown spots.
She always does, and that's why whenever Bailey is champ or whatever, or like when it comes to viable contenders, that's why they always seem to throw Alexa Bliss in there, because she won't fuck up.
But I'll tell you, if the only way I see WWE giving any viable challenge to Bailey is Rhea Ripley, Kaylee Ray. No, let me finish. Then you can say whatever you want. Kaylee Ray, Dakota Kai, Tegan Knox, Shotzi Blackheart, and anybody else that's down in NXT or NXT UK right now.
Well, I'll give you one.
They're the only ones that I could see giving a fresh perspective to a match with Bailey. Because, like you said, she's faced everybody already. She's beaten everybody already. What's really left for her?
All right, now I'll give you the actual viable one. Because Kai and Nox are embroiled in their own bitter feud, and that's not going away anytime soon.
Right.
Especially Raquel Diaz and all that shit. Rhea Ripley is NXT champ, and since NXT is embroiled in a war with AEW for ratings, the biggest thing the NXT really has over AEW is the women's division, which is why they highlight it so much. So Rhea Ripley's going to stay there for a while.
And
Same as Bianca Belair stay there
and
for a
she's
while.
young enough that, hey, if she's young enough to be like, hey, we're going to keep you down here for a couple of years. We can move you to Raw or SmackDown at any time. We have
Kaylee Ray.
I left one name off that list.
Hold on.
I left
Hold
off one
on.
name.
I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it.
I want to see if you're going to get to what I'm thinking about.
Oh, I already know who I'm going to get.
Oh.
Hold on. God damn, dude. Patient.
Take the lap dance, bro, before you blow your load.
Kaylee Ray is the NXT UK champ.
Yes.
NXT UK women's champ, and she's going to be there for a while. She might go on to NXT eventually, but not right now. But there is a very viable NXT and NXT UK former champion that really has nothing to do, and she's completely ready for the main roster, and that is Toni Storm.
That's who I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Now, Toni Storm versus Bayley, that's right there. There it is.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that will do, because for some reason WWE doesn't want to pull the trigger with Nikki Cross. Well, because Nikki Cross seems to get hurt when they do push her.
Yep.
Except for being in a tag team with Alexa Bliss, so it works out.
There's one girl that I would love to see come up. She's worked over she's still in the UK, and Tony and her have had great matches. That's Piper.
Yeah, but
Piper never will.
I know she
Piper
won't.
never will.
I know she won't, but I'm saying
just
that's someone that would be really good to work with Bayley.
She was just diagnosed with Bell's palsy, so she's off the road for a while. She was just
not to mention the whole Nia Jax thing. Nia Jax has been gone forever, so.
Nia Jax, have you seen her lately? Lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, but here's one thing. I will say one thing about Piper Niven. I like Piper Niven. She, for a big girl, she can fucking move in that ring. She can move in that ring, and she's not like Nia. Nia was in that ring running around, she looked like, I'm sorry, she just looked terrible in that ring. All she did was power moves. Piper Niven does have an aerial game. Doesn't use it a lot, but she does have one.
Hey, Chris, before we move on to the next one, because I want to get to the tournament. Is Gabby still employed with UK or no? Alpha female?
Jazzy, you mean?
Jazzy. Yeah, sorry, tired.
I don't know. I think she might be hurt.
Okay.
I think she might be hurt, but there are some other ones that are coming over. Oh my God, the mean Queens or whatever.
Oh,
they're over. Because Ava Valkyrie signed with NXT UK, so she can be with the other one. They can do the whole thing. The Iconics are still around.
Yeah, what are they? They're repackaging them
Bayley
again.
Is keeping the title. Maybe Bayley's keeping the title, and the person that'll eventually take it off of her is a returning Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
But the only other name I gotta eat my words on one other person that we didn't mention, and that's one of Shayna Baszler's lackeys. Has been getting better in the ring, and that's Jessamyn Duke.
Duke's been getting better. Oh,
she's been getting a lot better, and I'm eating my words because I said they were both terrible. The other one still sucks on ice.
Because they haven't had.
Well, you know what's eventually going to happen. Marina Shafir is eventually going to be brought in with the Undisputed Era because she's married to Roddy Strong.
That is Roddy's wife. You're right. Forgot about that.
And Velveteen Dream keeps name dropping Marina.
But Jessamyn Duke, from what I've been seeing, she's been getting better. Because a lot of people were talking about her at house shows, saying she's getting a lot better in the ring. And the only thing that worries me is it's taken her this long. I don't know how she'd be on the main roster though. I think she might have to be one of those NXT mainstays for a while. And then eventually, just let me say this real quick, because what's going to end up happening is Shayna's going to win a title up here. She's probably coming up after Mania, and she's probably going to she's probably coming to the full-time roster.
She's probably going to win.
What's going to happen is
she's probably going to win Becky's title. She's probably going to take it off of Becky.
So what's going to end up happening is they won't be they'll be free in NXT to be their own persons. And then what's going to end up happening is she'll get better. She'll come up and challenge Shayna for the title when she's deemed ready. I don't know how long that's going to take, but eventually that's where the only way I could see Jessamine Duke coming up.
No, she won't face. She won't. I mean, I don't see her facing Shayna anytime soon. I see the four.
I'm not talking about any time soon. I'm saying eventually, down the road.
All it takes is 4 fingers. So all that's gonna matter to Vince is to get that match in when they're all ready.
Well, the other thing is they gotta. Right now, I still wouldn't take the title off Becky. I wouldn't.
I mean, they're gonna probably have them feud
because the GOAT character she's come with the man is freaking great.
Yeah.
Did you see how she came out?
Yes.
With the faux fur, with the jewels, and then she took King's crown.
Yeah, she's wearing it. She looks like fucking Elton John in an LSD bender.
It's more fun, and the crowd is still ridiculously behind Becky.
Yeah. What's Rey Mysterio? What? Oh, so what is Rey Mysterio's son ready? Oh, wait a minute, that's Umberto.
Yeah, Umberto.
All right. So anyway, final match: Goldberg versus the Fiend. Goldberg wins.
Otherwise known as IWC Rage Bomb.
I am perfectly fine with this.
I called this. I said they were gonna. We all knew Goldberg was taking the title.
Yeah, we all knew it because the Fiend's title is stupid.
But here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, well, this is the thing that pissed me off. People were screaming, oh, they buried Bray. Oh, my God, no, they didn't.
No, I never said they buried.
The IWC did. The IWC bitched and moaned saying they buried Bray. Bray getting buried, first off, would have been no offense, and you were made like a fool.
Getting buried is as soon as this happens, then you're on like the pre-show matches.
Yeah.
Or off the card. That's getting buried.
Let me just put this out there. And John, I already told you this. Chris, maybe you remember. How fast did Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar?
Spear.
Jackhammer, over.
Not even a jackhammer, just spear.
Spear, okay. 2 spears. How much did it take to beat the Fiend?
It took like 4 spears and a jackhammer.
4 spears and a shitty jackhammer.
Yeah, very shitty jackhammer, I gotta say.
Okay, and Goldberg had to fight at a 2 mandible claws.
Right.
On my math might be fucked up here. Isn't that more damage than Brock Lesnar took?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how is that burying him when the top guy on Raw took 1 spear and it was over? Oh yeah, by the way, after he got pinned, Goldberg was celebrating. What was the Fiend doing? Selling? Fuck no. He stood up and was like, fuck you, bitch.
He looked, and then all of a sudden the lights went out and he was gone. And then Goldberg started celebrating again.
Yeah.
Where Brock basically walked out, goes, you know what? I'm just going to take some time off. I think I'm going to, tease a UFC fight. Nah, I'm going to come back and win the title again.
Yeah. Like, how is that burying him? Please, someone tell me, how was the Fiend buried?
He wasn't.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't think he was.
No,
I mean-
but
I mean-
everyone that's screaming that they're canceling their network subscription has all said they buried the Fiend. They buried the Fiend. I'm sorry, but Goldberg...
Again, because British blowhards don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, well, everyone's like...
Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry. You're bringing in undoubtedly one of the biggest names from the late 90s, early 2000s, who was over as a motherfucker.
Wait.
Let me
90s?
let me get my statement.
You're talking about Goldberg. All right, Goldberg.
I'm talking about Goldberg. Just let me get my statement out, and then you can say whatever the hell you want. But, I mean, he was one of the biggest names rival to Stone Cold Steve Austin back then. You're not bringing a name that big to lose. I'm sorry, Goldberg's not going to leave his family to go on, even if it's a part-time run. He's not leaving his family and leaving what he does to lose. I mean, if anybody and their mother thought, oh, the Fiend's going to beat him. Oh, they're going to retire him. You're out of your fucking minds. Well, even I knew that. Because now, it's like he's going to go on a small run with the title. And he's going to drop it to somebody. I don't know if he's going to drop it back to Bray or if he's going to drop it to somebody else.
He's dropping it to Roman.
But then Bray's going to end up having a feud with the returning King of Funkadactyl or whatever the fuck his name is, John Cena. Again.
King of Funkadactyls.
Because I read somewhere that those morons might be back WrestleMania week.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bray facing Cena is the best thing for Bray.
Oh, I agree. I completely agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, but no one's seeing the big picture. It's like, oh, Goldberg took 4 spears and a shitty jackhammer after you gave him 2 mandible claws. And then, oh, well, he's buried. Oh, but then on Friday night, he shows up and challenges John Cena? Like, hi, Paycheck. Nice to meet you.
The check cleared.
Oh, big time.
But, you know, it's like, I'm sorry. Look, look, Bill Goldberg to me, I was never a mega Goldberg fan. I'm sorry. He didn't wrestle long matches. He was one and done in like 2 minutes. You know, and it's just like, what really was he? He really didn't. He doesn't give you a great promo. I'm sorry.
No, but that's the thing. That's all you needed was the who's next thing was perfect for him. It was literally walk in, who's next? All right, let's fight.
Well, that's Goldberg's promo. He's like, hey, I'm here, da-da-da-da, who's next? Done. No problem.
You're right. But
Goldberg can talk. It's just like, what's the point?
Yeah, he didn't need to talk. The whole point was, I'm going to get your ass in this ring, and we're going to fight. That was literally his gimmick. He even said his gimmick was an MMA-style fighter. Before MMA was ever big, his whole style was, he was so into MMA that he wanted to be almost like a mixed martial artist. That's why he was throwing, minus the power game, he was throwing submissions in as well, later down his career. He was throwing spinning leg bars. He was throwing in arm bars. But then, yeah, the power game, because he was a football player. His finisher is a fucking open field tackle. Holy shit. And no one else can throw a better one than Goldberg.
But then if you look at it, I remember when Goldberg debuted, when he first started wrestling and stuff, they're like, oh, we got this young guy, Goldberg. He would try to get interviewed. He wouldn't even talk.
That was perfect, though, because you didn't know.
Because that was the point.
Yeah, it was show up, kick ass, leave. So like Stone Cold's was show up, drink beer, stunner, leave. Goldberg was get in the ring, spear, jackhammer, done. I'm going to give me my check. I don't work by the hour.
And that created the mystique where it's just like, Goldberg, you're now 3-0. What do you have to say? And he just looks at him. menacingly and walks away.
The only thing that was great was, and guess what? It took Mean Gene in their storyline. It took Mean Gene to literally go to a quote unquote, remember people, no internet, library to find out who the fuck Goldberg is. That's how you found out that he was a D tackle or a D end for the fucking Atlanta Falcons. They actually went out, quote unquote, and got research on him. So it wasn't Goldberg doing it. It was WCW promoting Goldberg, was pulling all this information out. Goldberg didn't have to say a word. Because guess what? Goldberg even admits, I couldn't talk. Guess what? I'm just going to sit there and look like a fucking badass. Guess what? I made a ton of money. And he did.
And then he said, who's next? You're next, da-da-da. And, and he talked. It was fine. He didn't have to talk a lot, though.
No.
It is what it is. I mean,
he started talking
it's
more
a different thing.
He started talking more when they started getting ready to put the title on him. And not a lot. It was pretty much like, yeah, Hall, your ass is mine. You're next. Done. That's all he needed.
All right.
Yeah, that's all he needed to say.
Yeah, so, but Fiend losing to Goldberg, okay, it is what it is. And then the Fiend against Cena, it basically is like Bray Wyatt's even saying on the freaking, on Twitter, it's a circle. It has to be where it began.
And guess what? And it still stands to my point from the very beginning. Bray Wyatt is a reset for a lot of these characters for a lot of people that he's putting up. Because guess what? Faces Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan goes back to the American Dragon style. Fights The Miz. The Miz is now back with Morrison. Dirt sheets. He's back doing the dirt sheet gimmick. Cena's probably going to come back as Thugonomics. I'm calling it now.
No, Cena's going to retire and be a movie star.
Oh, that too.
Cena's not going to come back full time.
He's not. He's not. But this is also a way for Bray to get the check clear too. This is a good paycheck for both of them.
Well, the thing is, Bray goes over Cena. Cena leaves and does that because that's what's going to happen. Bray. The Fiend's going over Cena.
Well, the greatest thing is too, and that's what needs to happen. And the greatest thing is too is what was Bray Wyatt's when he was doing the whole world in his hand gimmick? What was his best feud? It was Cena.
That's why he says it has to end where it began. He took on Cena at WrestleMania. He's taking him on again. It's that simple. And again, with the whole the title, first off, the Fiend title is dumb. Second off, I will stress that enough. The Fiend title is fucking dumb.
The Fiend is another Undertaker. Me and you have talked about this. The Fiend doesn't need the title to be over.
He's an entity character. Really, titles are beneath an entity character because they're fighting for other reasons. They're not fighting for a championship because if they fight for a championship, that seems really, really fucking petty.
Well, we've talked about this too, and John, I've talked about this too.
Yeah, that destroys the championship.
Well, no, not even that.
If the Undertaker was gold hunting, he'd be it makes no sense.
Like I said, it helped It helped Undertaker when he was the American Badass, when he was kind of just Mark. Gold hunting, yeah, you're the human embodiment of Taker, of your Undertaker character. Fine. You go in after gold, fit. The minute you hear the gong and fucking come out as the dead man, like the actual fucking Undertaker, that gold needs to be gone.
Yeah.
Because it's a big fight feel in itself. And the problem is the Fiend's matches have lost that big fight feel because one, the dumb red lights.
Yeah.
Which they stopped doing, thank God.
Yeah. Two, the dumb fucking title, which looked retarded.
Well,
which cost $7,500 to buy.
So who gives a shit?
Dumb.
It's nice that it's cost $7,500. I don't give a shit. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing.
It looks like the Boogeyman should be wearing it.
I agree with that. But here's the other thing too. You said it the best. The Undertaker. If you're a fan, what are you going to see? Bray Wyatt's belt or Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
What if you were back there? Taker was the champ. Were you going to see Taker as champion, or were you there to see the Undertaker?
You were going to see the dead man.
The Undertaker. Yeah.
So then, why does someone like that need a title? They don't. We've just perfectly said
don't.
it. They don't, because you're not paying for the title. You are paying for the guy. Kind of like Cena. At one point, you were not paying for Cena to hold that belt. It helped, but you were not paying for Cena to hold that belt. You were paying to see Cena.
Well, the thing is also the champion's supposed to be the face of the company.
Yeah.
And when the face of the company, like Roman Reigns, Goldberg, or John Cena, or Brock Lesnar, or even Drew McIntyre, it works because they're that face.
They're a guy.
And it
They're
works.
dudes.
Yeah. The Fiend, as a face of the company, doesn't work.
All right. Yeah. No.
Neither did the Undertaker, as the face of the company, work.
All right, so final thought. Let's see. Final thoughts on Super Blood Money Rising Showdown.
It was a house show.
Pretty much.
It was a glorified house show that really set the road to WrestleMania because Raw and SmackDown couldn't do it on their own. So they basically used this to set the road to WrestleMania and make the Saudis feel like they actually did something. They gave Mansoor a win, and we're not going to see Mansoor again until, what, October?
Probably. Yep. So.
The next Saudi show. Unless Mansoor is going to be in the WrestleMania Battle Royal, which he probably will, and he'll get thrown over like in probably, the third guy.
Yeah, right.
Yep. All right. John, what was your?
Yeah,
what was
they
yours?
said other. Hold on.
Oh.
They said other things, and it works. Like everything they set in motion works. No matter what the IWC thinks, fuck them. Because there's a reason why the IWC doesn't book shows. And the only time they book something is on stupid like WWE 2K or 2K19 or whatever, 2K20.
They don't book with their
and
head.
then they post
book
it
with
on
their dick.
YouTube. Right, then they post it on YouTube and like, look at what I did. And you're like, yeah, this is fucking dumb.
Let's face it. If the IWC started booking shit, we would have every match be a Divas match in the bra and panties.
No. If the IWC was booking matches, every match would be AJ Styles versus Finn Balor in a 60-minute Iron Man match with a ton of fucking flips all over the place. Or now Ricochet versus Finn Balor with and AJ Styles with a ton of fucking bullshit like that. Dolph Ziggler would be the other champion. The women's division, they wouldn't care because the IWC's retarded anyway.
Yep.
And they would have a tag team match, go 5,000 things, whatever, with created wrestlers with Young Bucks.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
And you would have 5,000 super kicks.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
That would be IWC Mania.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this 80s, 90s bracket and get the hell out of here, boys.
Alrighty.
Okay.
This is the Shit Bomb Tourney. The 80s and the 90s bracket are number 1. Where the fuck is it?
You want to do 1 versus 16 first, or you want to just do number 16 and then to number 1?
Just say 16 to 1. Just go down the.
All right. So
the number 16
16
seed. Number 16 seed is.
You can let me say it.
Yeah,
You
you
can
gonna
let
do
me
it?
say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
What are you
I-
saying?
I have it too,
right.
so that's
All right. The number 16 seed is Mario Brothers.
Super
Okay.
Mario Bros.
Okay.
Yeah. Super Mario Brothers. John Leguizamo, Bob Hoskins. Woo! The number 15 seed, Ronnie's Baby Geniuses. The number 14 seed, the Dudikoff, American Ninja 2. Just trust me.
I know. Every movie you
13
mentioned, I know already.
The 13 seed, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Yep.
The 12 seed, Drop the Zero, Get With a Hero, Vanilla Ice, Cool as Ice. The 11 seed, Dolph Lundgren in Masters of the Universe.
Huh.
The number 10 seed, People of the World, Spice World.
World.
Number 9, Xanadu, 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 which is with an X, by the way, Ron.
Well, you know what the thing was. I'll fix it and I'll fix it when we actually when I make the
All right,
bracket.
cool. The number 8,
Going up against
Friends
Xanadu.
to Eternity, Friends to Eternity, Ninja Bikers, Drug Dealers, Miami Connection.
Oh God.
We have a rock off. Taekwondo rock band versus roller skating disco.
Ugh.
Yeah, we actually did some matchmaking this time.
Oh yeah. Oh, get ready because the
Okay,
matchmaking.
next.
Yeah.
Oh, we did some matchmaking this time. We had to make them good. The number 10. Oh, the number 8 was Miami
That's
Connection.
it, number 7.
The number 7 going against Spice World. Probably the worst musical of all time. Golden Globus. Canon Films, The Apple.
Which I've never seen.
Do the boom. Put it this way. A glitter bomb is bound to happen.
God.
Between The Apple and Spice World,
World.
oh, there will be glitter.
Oh,
There
God.
will be glitter.
I gotta say something, but I'll wait till you're done.
There will be glitter. Trust me. The number 6 movie going against Masters of the Universe. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Ming-Na Wen, and Raul Julia, Street Fighter.
Of course.
The number 5 movie going against Vanilla Ice. Leonard, Part 6.
Oh,
Number 4, in a superhero showdown with Superman, is Batman and Robin.
Oof. And then,
Num-
oh God, I just realized
Number
Batman
3.
and Robin might have to go up against Cool as Ice. There's the ice puns.
oh Lord.
Everybody chill. The number 3, going against the Dudikoff, is Sho Kazugi and Lucinda Dickey in Ninja 3, The Domination. If you've never seen that, holy shit. Believe me. We have a ninja off.
Yeah.
The number 2, going against Baby Geniuses and probably destroying Baby Geniuses, Troll 2. And the number 1 seed in the 80s and the 90s,
Mortal
Going again.
Kombat.
really, you really had to ruin it.
Oh, sorry. Just
God damn! You jumping the freaking gun. Shit.
There's a 90s movie that neither one of you mentioned that I'm surprised didn't make the shit bomb list because it was a terrible fucking movie. It was a movie called Meet the Deedles. How that does not make the shit bomb list, I will never know.
have you not seen any of these 16?
The only movie out of this 16 that I've never seen is this Apple movie.
Really?
I've never seen it, nor have I ever heard of it. I'm just shooting straight. I've never heard of it, and I've never seen it.
You've never seen Ninja? Have you seen Ninja 3?
Yes, I have, unfortunately. It's on Cinemax or one of those. I have seen that, unfortunately.
Dude, Ninja 3 The Domination is so bad.
But like I'm saying, have you ever heard of that movie I mentioned? Meet the Beatles? Why is
Yes.
that not in this?
Why?
Yeah, why is that?
Because it's not as bad.
You're telling me Meet the Deedles is not as bad as Ninja 3?
It's not.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord.
Meet the Deedles is not as bad. It's not.
You and I are definitely cut from different cloths, man.
Well,
Because
just
I thought-
because of something, like you like screwball comedies, and it's a screwball comedy, and it's
No, I like screwball comedies, but that's just that was just I watched that on cable and I turned it off. I changed the channel and watched something else.
I watched it. I was like, eh.
But then also at the same time, John, you have to realize 16 in 2
It's
decades.
forgettable.
16
Meet the
in,
Beatles is straight up forgettable.
16 in 2 decades. Like the top 16 bad movies in 20 years. That's not top 16. What we pretty much rated, maybe one of them can be bounced out, but I mean, there's some new ones in there. Also too, you have the video game battle, you have the musical battle, you have the ninja off, you have a glitter bomb, you have Dolph Lundgren and fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. God damn it! Quick, change the fucking channel.
Well, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you on any of those, but just that I find that that's just one movie that I just can't stand it. It was so it's unwatchable. To me, Meet the Beatles is unfucking watchable. And this is from a person who didn't object to the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Even though it is bad,
Well,
I can actually sit through it.
That's another one that didn't make
But
the list.
But I could sit through that. I couldn't sit through Meet the Beatles. I went through all of 10 minutes of it, and I turned it off on cable when I didn't pay for it. That's got to say something. Because you had no problem with it, dude, does not mean that movie wasn't absolute horseshit, and it was. The only reason
It's
that
forgettable.
got forgettable, and that's one thing Disney never mentions, because it was made from the Disney company.
But here's the thing.
And it's
Here's the thing.
forgettable.
But here's the thing. Also, too, this is not just us. It's to the fans. The minute you put that out there, the fans are not gonna know what the hell that movie is, and it's a one and done, and poof. Something like this, I'm sorry, any one of these, even Baby Geniuses, will beat out and Meet the Beatles.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about Baby Geniuses. I didn't give a shit about Baby Geniuses. That was your thing, Ronnie.
Yeah, because you gotta remember too.
The fact that there was a second one of the Baby Genius, gotta say something. That movie was horseshit too. The fact that they made a sequel to that.
Yeah, and it was just as bad as the first
Made
one.
money.
It made money because of kids. It didn't make money because it was good.
Yeah.
Don't make me break out the nostalgia critic when it came to Baby Geniuses 1 or 2.
I freaking saw that in theaters when I was little. I fucking know how bad it is. The only thing funny about that was a fucking giant mechanical baby. It was as fake as fucking Rowan Spider.
The only thing that I find funny is that was where Vern Troyer made his name. No, that was Baby's Day Out. That was another bad one.
It wasn't that bad. Baby's Day Out was actually pretty
Baby's
damn
Day
funny.
Out was great. Baby's Day Out was great.
It's Home Alone with a baby outside.
So, it was funny.
Yeah, Joey Pants and fucking, what's his name?
Joe Montana, Joey Pants, and that spike-haired guy that was in Little Giants.
Joe Pantoliano. Yeah, Joe Pantoliano.
Joey Pants. Just say Joey.
Pantoliano.
Yeah.
Joey Pantoliano. Joe Montana. And the other guy was Buzz.
Yeah.
He also was in the movie Little Giants. He played that one kid that came in later.
Yeah. It was Home Alone with a baby, but slapstick is funny.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Especially when the guy burned his crotch and he stomped the shit out of it.
I was just going to say, yeah, put it out. What smells like burnt rubber? It's me. Ah! That's how you put out a campfire. Were you roasting marshmallows over somebody's scrotum? No.
And how come none of the other
wood.
You know what? I want to appease Danzo. How about we throw out Mario Brothers and have it go against Mortal Kombat? Good luck. We have it go against Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Meet the Beatles versus Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Good fucking luck.
I mean, I know it's good. I mean, I know it was bad. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you had to add it. I'm just saying I'm surprised it didn't make it because it's a movie that I remember being extremely bad
But
in the 90s. That's the only thing I'm saying. Not once did I say add it to the fucking add it to the Super 16. I never said that.
It was
Those
bad,
words
but
never-
it's
those
bad,
words
but
never came into my mouth saying, "Damn it, add it." So don't give me that horseshit that you're trying to appease me. Don't go there.
Well, if you want to do,
Don't fucking go there because I'm sick and tired of words being put into my fucking mouth. I'm sick and tired of people doing that shit to me. I don't like it, and I won't stand for it. All I said was it was a bad movie, and I'm surprised it wasn't in it. Did I once say, out of my mouth, add it to the 16? Did I? Did I?
all right, dude, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I'm done. I've had a bad, look, I apologize for getting bad out of shape, but I've had a really fucking bad weekend, and I've had a really bad fucking day, but it just seemed to set me off. I never said I wanted to add it. And I even jokingly said I'm surprised it didn't make it. I said it in a joking manner. You took me way too seriously. That's why I got upset. Okay? That's the only reason.
It seemed like you were fighting for it, so I was like, you know what?
Saying I'm surprised it was bad. I just say I'm surprised because it's really bad, and it's a movie I despise. I despise this movie more than you could ever know.
the thing, okay. You may despise it, but the problem is, John, is also we're trying to figure out what is also good to put out there to fight against other people. Like, if not many people are going to remember said movie, okay, is it really a proper to be out there? You look at all of them. Like, the only reason I put Baby Geniuses now I asked for Baby Genius to be in there because people my age grew up with this in the theater. And
I remember it was in the theater. I never went to see it because that came out when? 91, 92, I think that came out?
No. That's like 90, 98, 97.
Really? It came out that late?
Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah.
I was like 8.
And I was like 27, so I don't think I was going to fucking see Baby Geniuses in the theater. I was too busy getting drunk over somewhere. I wasn't seeing Baby Geniuses in the fucking theater.
You were too
99.
busy getting drunk and rocking out with your hair.
99.
Damn right.
That was 99. And oh God, yeah. Also, listen to this.
Oh, God.
Listen to this roster. This is the only reason. Also, I put it on here. Kathleen Turner, Christopher Lloyd, Kim Cattrall, Peter Magnola, like Dom
McNola? You mean McNichol?
McNichol.
Peter McNichol.
Sorry. And Dom DeLuise.
McNola?
and Dom DeLuise.
You get Dom DeLuise right.
Well, because
but
I
you
also
fuck up Peter
and-
Peter
McNichol.
McNichol, you screw up.
Randy Travis is also in it. Like, you look at how many freaking stars are in this film, and it did
Randy
shit.
Travis is a movie star?
Artist, but he was also in a lot of other movies.
Randy Travis was a country music singer.
Yeah, but
He
it also
also did a lot of guest spots on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but that's not saying much.
well, no,
yeah,
he was
because they needed a redneck.
that and wasn't he? He was
No,
the
he was just a dream of one of the sisters. That was her dream.
his
She
last.
loved Randy
I was gonna
Travis.
say his last movie was Book of Secrets, National Treasure.
I didn't see that one either.
He was the president.
Alright.
He was the president.
For some
Yeah,
reason, they like shitty country singers. I mean, Lyle Lovett had a bunch of movies, so.
Yeah.
God, my Lord.
But I'm saying is like that had a cast, that had a budget, and it did shit.
Yeah.
But it made money.
But it's going against one of the
Right.
widely recognized worst movies of all time.
But that's also why I had it at 15. because I don't think it deserves higher. It's bad. It's drizzling shit bad, but it does not deserve to be above any of those other ones. I will not put that against maybe 16, but at the same time, we're also putting Mario Brothers versus Mortal Kombat for the sole fact that it's a 2 video game movies.
All right, John, I'll say straight up, you never seen The Apple before?
No, I haven't.
Watch The Apple.
How am I going to watch it? Where am I going to see this?
Oh, what's it on?
Might be on Crackle. I'll find it. Hold on, I'm on Bing right now.
No, I mean, like I said, in all my life, I've never heard of this movie.
Oh.
Well, there's a movie from that came out. Well, I doubt neither one of you have heard of it. It came out in 78 or 79. It was one of Jeff Goldblum's first movies called Thank God It's Friday.
It's on Prime. It's on Amazon.
All right, then
The
I'll have to
Apple
watch
is on Amazon. Oh,
Yep.
God.
But did you hear that movie? It's like that. If you want to talk about them trying to hold on to a genre of music, this was a disco movie. They tried to hold on to this in the 79 or 80, trying to make disco still be a big thing. Disco was dead. Jeff Goldblum doesn't put this on his resume. I can see why.
All right, hold on. I'll give you a little taste of The Apple.
I'm just watching. I got this Beth Phoenix thing on. I'm curious where they're going with this.
Randy's going to RKO
Randy's
Beth
gonna
Phoenix.
RKO
That's
Beth.
where they're going with it.
No, well, there was a rumor Bubba Ray Dudley said he was going to show up on Monday.
Ooh.
I don't doubt he would. It's in Brooklyn. I could definitely see him showing up.
Beth's taking an RKO, and then that's leading to Edge and Orton for Mania.
Well, they already knew that the two of them were facing each other.
Well, it's going to lead to a no-hold-barred match.
Because they already said Edge is going to work a small amount of dates. He's not going to be working a full-time schedule.
But, Chris, you got your
All
stuff?
right, John. John, it's in the Skype.
All right.
All right, I'll check
A
that.
simple clip.
Well, with that being said, those were the
I'll
brackets.
check that after.
I'll have everything posted up by probably tomorrow, depending on how work goes and stuff like that. I should have everything edited in.
Well, don't have the brackets yet. We're going to do the reveal.
That's true too. Yeah.
And I still have to talk to my butt because we still have to concrete it. We have to iron out a day.
We have to do
Yeah.
that.
Let me see what is going on my end. So let me worry about that first.
Because, like I said, I don't want to go and tell my buddy, "Oh, definitely come on this date at this time." If we're not going to be able to do it, weekends, I don't know if weekends are going to work for him because I'm sorry, he's got a family to think about. So it's
but
that's a little during the week I might be able to finagle and get him in, but during the weekend that might be stretching it with him because he's always taking day trips with his family, and of course, as I expect he would. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's during the week, I might have a little more leeway.
all right.
But
With
you
that
just
The
gotta
biggest problem is with his schedule. There's no way we could do the bracket show at the regular time, especially. I mean, if you're coming home, if you're getting out at 7,
yeah.
and we can't do this until 8:30, 9 o'clock. There's no way we can do the
I'm
bracket show.
not. There's no way in hell I'm doing it till like 1:00 in the morning. There's no way. I won't make it. No way on God's green earth will I make it. No way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying let's do a live to tape.
Yeah. Well, we'll work on it. Well, like I said.
And then you said that you can't do Fridays.
Well, like I said, I don't want to say definitely yes because that's when my girlfriend and I get together. We go out and do weekend stuff. So it's kind of hard for us to get together during the week because she's got to be at school at 7 o'clock in the morning for teaching and shit. So it's very hard for us to do shit during the week. So that's why weekends are the only time we have free. So that's what I'm saying.
See, I wish you were not going to WrestlePro. I wish you were coming to Synergy. Because we could have just done it then and did actually a live sit down.
But yeah, well, like I said, we'll figure it out. We always do. We always figure stuff out.
All right, let's close this out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was From Real to Heel. No movie next week because we're coming back into the wrestling for Elimination Chamber. The picks will be on Wednesday. But with that being said, I'm F and Ronnie.
And Trips.
I'm the Zombie Master.
God damn it, the check fucking cleared. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get the check out of here, man.
Yep. See you.
Good night.